to go over my 5th grade books, and I've already done this video once before. At the end of this group of books, you're going to see books at the end that I'm not going to use, but I still have. So those will be kind of like do on my own time type things. So I already pre-recorded this video like earlier this year because I thought I had all of my 5th grade books together, but obviously not, because I found more and I decided to take some away because I didn't think that I needed to do those quite yet. So give me one sec. Okay. So the first book I have is just my notebook. I have my science notebook, and I will be starting on the 5th grade this year, so we'll be reading the Science no Hanashi book this year. So I have my Kagaku no Hanashi Golden book. So pretty much what this is just a reader. I do one of these every year. This one's a 5th grade one. I have the ISBN number here. I've done a review on these books, so if you'd like to look a little more closely into these, then check out my other videos. One of the first videos I recorded, so hopefully you guys can see it clearly enough, but I showed all of the 1 through 6. First lineup of books are going to be all kanji books. This book was in my California haul book, because I bought this one in California last month. It's a Unko Kanji Duriru, 5th grade. So this is a new series that's come out, I believe, this year, and you can buy these online. You can buy them on Amazon. I've already seen them on Amazon, so check those out, and check out the video I did on this if you want to see it a little more closely on my California Kinokuniya book off haul video. This is another notebook that I have. This is the one that I'm going to use for my 5th grade kanji, and I probably will do a video when I start working on it, because I'm actually going to write it a little bit differently than I wrote the 4th grade notebook. So these are just gridded pages, just like my other one. In 5th grade there's only 180 kanji, so I'm fortunate this time because there's 20 less than in 3rd and 4th grade, so this will be a lot easier, quicker. So I decided to have more material for one kanji, and actually, instead of using 3 lines for one kanji, I'm going to use 5. So there'll be 2 kanji per page instead of 5 per page. So there is that, and I'll show you it when I start it. And then we have some 5th grade drill books. So these ones are just kanji drill books. Usually what I do is I take the practice out of it and the example questions and I put them in my other book. So I'll have one combined textbook or drill book, workbook, I guess. So these, if you want to see them closer, they are in one of my very first bookshelf tours. I have all of my kanji drills, and they pretty much repeat each other, just different kanji. It being my 5th year in the Kanken level, I'm at number 6. So this video, or did I give you? Yeah, there's no UPC. There's no, not UPC. There's no ISBN number for those drill books, by the way. For my Kanken book, there is one. Now, I purchased this book along with the Unko Duriru at Kinokuniya and not New York, in California. So if you want to see a closer look at this, then look at my California haul video and you will see this book in it, along with the other Kanken books that I purchased. So, other Jiten Duriru. So another 5th grade Jiten book. Kanji Jiten. So I did do a video on that, so I will show you it after this clip, because I pre-recorded these videos quite a while ago, so it's just a drill book pretty much, so not much to see here, so I'll show you that clip. And then we have the 5th grade kanji collection of question book, and I will show you a clip of this book as well if you're interested. But I pre-recorded that one also. So you'll see the lighting will be a little bit different for the videos because I pre-recorded a lot of these videos. but it is just another drill book. Now we're getting into grammar. So I have my 5th grade Kokugo drill book. So I have once again done a video on this in my kanji drill book, Japanese drill book video. So if you want to see a closer look at it, then I would check that video out. More drill books. This one is a sentence structuring book. Actually, I think they both are. This one is sentences, and this is sentences and how to write them, how to write sentences. Pretty much the same thing, sentences and like readers and such. So we have the 5th grade, and I believe I bought these in New York. And this one, see it? This one I believe was also purchased in New York last year. So one of the things I wanted to get last year was 5th and 6th grade drill books. So that is what these are, and these ones are longer ones because they're sentence structuring ones. So, I mean, I've done a video on this in my New York haul video if you guys want to check that out, and you guys will be able to see these a little bit closer up. So this video was done last year. The new item that I had for this is these books. Oops, it doesn't fall out of it, just check. I have these books. I have another one too that is science, but I'm not going to do that this year because I think it's going to be a lot just to read through this alone. I've had these, I've held on to them for almost a little over a year now. I'm not certain, maybe not, for about a year at least. And the reason why I haven't started on these is because they are upper elementary level, so there are a lot of kanji in here I don't know yet, so I decided to start this on my 5th and 6th grade year. So I plan on working on it for 2 years. And this is the textbook, and it comes with a lot of example questions. I've been looking through it, and this is the extra workbook. So this is the newer version. They have, it's a Ryuji Sai, and I have a Shikai one that I bought, that's an older version, and then I have a newer science one that I will work on someday. And there is ISB number for text, and then for the workbook. Now, I kind of did a clip of this. And the video that you're going to see is kind of rushed because at the end of the clip my blood sugar was running low, so I had to kind of cut it off, and I just never got around to redoing it. So I'm going to show you inside this one just a little bit so that you guys can see it a little better. Because like I said, I didn't do it very well. And then one more I want to show you before I show you that book is, oh yeah, by the way, thank you guys for you guys' comments, because it really helps me in finding things that I myself have had trouble finding a lot of times when I thank you guys for your comments. Because of that, I was able to find, I'm so excited, I was able to find the other levels of the Kanji no Hon series. So it's pretty exciting. So I ordered 5th and 6th grade, so I can't wait to read it. So I got my 5th grade book here, and then apparently a new thing, this came out in 2012, a new thing that they've started is a notebook, a practice notebook, drill book. Essentially, it's very skinny compared to the book. So you read this, the answers are in here. So you can actually, when you're reading, you can do this right along with it. So this is really cool. So I'm going to show you guys inside these books also. I did a review on the 3rd and 4th grade, no, 2nd and 3rd grade Kanji no Hon book. I definitely recommend these books. They do a lot of pictures with kanji to kind of help you memorize them. Because they are geared towards children, they want to make them easy to memorize. So let me give you the ISB number for the book. And the ISB number for the workbook. So let me show you the let me show you these first, and then I'll go over those. And that is everything, it looks like. Yeah, that looks like it's everything on my bookshelf for 5th grade. So I'm actually probably going to start the kanji. I don't know when. I'll let you know, because I've been wanting to start it like this month, so I've got to hold off a little more and try to work on my 4th grade stuff too. So okay, let's show you. Okay, so the first book I have is this one, Jiuji Sai Kokugo. So it's a grammar book, and they're pretty much split into different parts. You have to jump around in the science book per year, so it makes it a little weird because they'll have grade levels. I'll show you a clip of the science book that I took a few months back. But they pretty much give you a lot of example questions over here, and then they give you like comprehension stuff down below. So it goes in pretty good amount of detail. I'm actually planning on rewriting this book with the answers. There is an answer key in the back, so that makes it a lot easier. So the first part, I should say, is kanji, I believe. Kanji ni tsuite. So in regards to kanji, so this chapter is all about kanji. And some of the kanji I know, some I don't, because it does have upper level kanji. And I'm only in 4th grade. And then we have romaji ni tsuite. So romaji is probably a section I will skip. I don't know yet, or I might wait and do it last. And so we have kanatsugai to okurigana. I have to look up that word, but okurigana is just the following kanji that follows behind the kanji characters. It's a little romaji. It's the little kana characters that follow kanji characters. So, give you a couple questions. This book is definitely... somehow we went into kotoba. So, here we go, sorry. So this book is definitely well worth the money. There's a lot in here. But kotoba ni tsuite, so in regards to words, so this section is all about words. And like, I'm not going to show you each page because there's a lot of variety in this book. And it would take hours to go through this whole book. We have a little key over here, so you can definitely see what's coming next and what you've already gone through, or if you need to go back, then you know where to go. And kotoba no kimari. Kimari, don't remember what that means, so I will look it up for you guys. But there are a lot of exercises in this textbook that it's just awesome. So a lot of exercises, and there is an answer key in the back, so no worries about that. Sakubun o yomitoru kihon. So we have simple or basic readings and sentences, I believe. So section for that. This one looks like mostly readings, as it says in the beginning. And iro na sakubun o yomitoru. So various sentences, such, has another key. Setsumebun. So this one has a explanation. So I guess you have an example question, stuff like that. So like, I don't know exactly too much how to work these problems yet because I haven't really sat down and tried to translate any of the back stuff, especially. And what's this one? This one's the word for... Oh my gosh, this is a 4th grade kanji. Is it she? It might be pronounced differently. It's poem. Maybe a short song, tan uta or something. And this one is haiku, I think. So these are just probably a section in the back I might not work on. right away. Might be one of the last things I work on. And then old stories, I believe, maybe. And let's see. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. Maybe Koten, or I know it's the kanji for old, furui. To bungaku sakuhin, I think. So sakuhin is like creating. Probably just means merchandise though. I'm not really certain. I will look that up for you guys, because I don't want to give a really poor translation, because that's what I will give you. Kaku hanasu kiku. Write, speak, listen. So there is no CD with this book, by the way. So this is the answer key. And there's a sakuin in the back. I'll show you guys this book. It is the Kokugo test book. I thought I had another one. I just saw it. I was like, oh, whoops. I believe I've already done a video on that one, so you'll see that one later. So, pretty much you just, they probably have it programmed where, yeah, they probably have a calendar type deal with this one, maybe, where you can, you're supposed to do it like once a day or whatever, and then the test in the back. But I'll show you the video of that one. Collection of questions. So it pretty much follows the same pattern as the book. You're going to see the same exact chapters, headings and such, and then it's just going to be a whole bunch of different questions. Quite a bit of pages in this one. I'll get some charts in the back. Ooh. An answer key. People column. And we have the Kanji no Hon book. Kanji no Hon. So this pretty much is like the books that you saw in my other review. They have like a story, and then they kind of break down the characters by imagery. So it kind of helps you memorize the new kanji. So if you want to see a really close look into this series, then I have a book, the Kanji no Hon, 2nd and 3rd grade. I went in depth a little more. So it's pretty much the same. And then the Renshu no To, not very many pages. Pretty skinny book, but about 100. Oh, I see the mail. But it pretty much follows the same, pattern as the book. They give you the kanji over here. And then they give you some practice area, and then some more practice for writing out the kanji. They give it to you for each kanji. So it's pretty consistent on each page. I find the example problems to be, or the example sentences to be pretty cool, and I will be adding them to my other kanji book. So, I'm really excited about this book. I had no idea they had something like this. Memo in the back. Sakuin. It's pretty much just like, and they even have like the little story and everything. So it is pretty much just like the little book. So it's pretty cool. They put all the little drawings and such, just like in the book. So you might be able to do this one even without the smaller book as well, because they give you all of the information right here. pretty cool. It's like a good series to get into, and it actually really wasn't that expensive. So that is pretty much it. That is all of the books I plan on working for the 5th grade year and studying my 5th grade kanji. I'm pretty excited to try out some of the new books and see how I'll kind of talk to you a little more about whether or not I like the book when I do my monthly study, videos, and I can kind of give you a little bit more of a review when I'm actually working on the books, so I can actually give you, you know, an honest look that if I think these books are worth the money or not. But so that is pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Okay, so I know this might be a little early. My last video I did of my 4th grade books, I didn't have as much material as I do for the 5th grade. So this year I will be starting the 5th grade, some of the 5th grade books early. I will be working on 4th grade kanji throughout the year. It's like the only thing I won't be working on this year is the 5th grade kanji. But I will begin some of the 5th grade readers just because of the amount of material I have for 5th grade. So I will be starting it a little early. So let me show you kind of what I have and what I'll be starting in 2017 versus in 2018. So let me check. Okay, so this year, okay, I don't have some on my previous videos. The 6th grade cards will be in this yellow, and the 5th grade will be in this hot pink. So this is the only thing I won't be working on this year. The kanji for 5th grade I will be working on next year. So I will continue to work on the 4th grade kanji all year long through 2017. I may start though, I may start the 5th grade kanji near the end of the year. I'm not sure yet. It's hard to tell. Okay, so this goes with my kanji. I haven't shown you guys my 4th grade book yet. But what you do is, I'll just show you it. So this is the grid book, my kanji grid book for my new kanji, the 180 or so I'll be learning in 5th grade. So let's see. Then we have Tanoshi Rika Golnin. So it's just the science book. I believe I've shown you this book before in one of the other videos on the textbooks. So there's this one. And then we have the Atarashi Shikai, so the 5th grade. And I did say it wrong. The Ue book actually comes before the Shita book. So I did say it wrong on one of my other videos. You can actually tell because the Mokuji starts 1, 2, and sometimes 3, and then the Shita one will continue from there. So I did show you this book in one of my other videos. If you want to look back at that, it's just the social studies textbook. By the way, there is no ISBN number, I believe, for these. Like, well, I guess there is. They're really hard to find. I don't think you can buy these individually. I can give you the ISBN number. This one is for the Shikai. And then this one is for the Rika. I don't know if you can actually buy them though, because you see they didn't cost anything because they're actual textbooks. And they're given out free to students. And then, I think I may have shown you this book before as well, but it's just a 5th grade kanji book, collection of questions, I believe. So it's a pretty simple book, and I won't be working on it until I have gone through all of the 5th grade kanji. So this is the collection of questions. Here's the ISBN number for it. And you can see there's other collections. This is what it is. It's just a collection of questions. Pretty simple. It's a really thin book, so the font in here is very small, so they can fit a lot of kanji. So this one will be one I won't work on this year. So like I said, I may start some of my 5th grade studies a little early just because I have so much to get through. And I will show you one of the reasons why I have so much to get through. And another Gonen no Kanji Duriru Jiten. So this one's just another kanji drill book. I'll probably do this one first, actually. Here's the ISBN number for it. Pretty cheap. I think I got this in a set, so I don't really remember when I got it. So it's like a jiten, so it just has like the actual kanji, usage, and then it has some questions about the kanji. So it's a dictionary. So they have like the imi to tsukai kata. So for each kanji, so there's 4 per page, and then choose pretty short for each kanji. Like I said, I think there is, 180 in the 5th grade year. So it's a little less than 3rd and 4th grade. 3rd and 4th grade, you get 200 new kanji to learn. But, let's see if I recognize any. I might recognize that one. Oh, recognize that one. So I'm glad I at least recognize it, because a lot of these, like in my readers, I've seen them before. Here's the one to own, Kau. And Niru. Yeah, so it just makes it easier. But see what's... I've seen this one a lot lately. What is it? Shiki. It just makes it easier when you've seen the kanji before. I've seen that one a lot too. Seen them in my science books, but that's pretty much it in this one. This one's pretty long book. And there's another series for each year. I have the 5th grade one. That one I won't be working on until later. And then we have Shikai again. So this one was bought at Book Off. So it's probably a very, probably an older version. There's probably a much more up-to-date one out there now. There's the ISBN. I don't know much about Shikai, so... Oh, something's missing here. So here's the Mokuji, so you can kind of get an idea of what's all in here, which is looks pretty normal for the Shikai books. And you have different flags. But let's skip a few pages so you can kind of see. Oops, sorry. But this is like a normal Shikai book. There's probably some questions in there, but it's probably mostly just readings. It looks like just learning things about society and how things work, and probably about other countries. It talks a lot about agriculture and manufacturing, which is pretty normal for Shikai books. So I will be reading that. It looks pretty long. It's pretty small font. I don't see... Well, yeah, I do see a lot of furigana. By the time I get to this book, I'll probably have already gone through 5th grades, at least half of the 5th grade kanji. And green. Oh, there is an answer key in the back. And what's cool about the answer keys is usually they're always removable. That one is. So that's always really cool. So there is some questions in here somewhere. And then we have another, oh no, this one's Kokugo, sorry. It's a testo, kyokosho pitari testo. So let's see, there's the ISBN. There's no sticker on it, so I don't know exactly where I got it. It's this. Oh, okay, so there's probably a calendar in here somewhere. They do that a lot, which is kind of cool because it's like a reward system, works pretty well with kids. And I like doing them too whenever I complete something. So it's just a test book, so there's probably an answer key in the back. And it's Kokugo, so it's just the language textbook. Test book. So I probably will not work on these. I don't usually work on these until they've completed all of the kanji. So the Shikai one I'll probably work on before this one. Jeez. Doesn't look too long. At least there's that. It's a pretty thin book. Whoops. There's an answer. Nope, that one's a test. Big test at the end. Usually they have those. So there's just a whole bunch of little test, training, exercises, and then matome, which is kind of like a conclusion. And then, oh, here. Okay, so we have kotae to tebiki. Tebiki, hand, I think. But they do give you the answer key in the back, so it's nice. And it looks like it probably is also removable. So, way to go. I wish English books were like this. The kanji drill books. I've shown you these in another video before. There's no ISBN number. This one is just a drill book on all of the kanji in 5th grade. There are, usually it'll say how many, but I know I've shown you this book before, so it's pretty simple. It's just a simple drill book. And this one's Kokugo, so it probably opens differently. Nope, it doesn't. So I know I've shown this book as well in one of my bookshelf tours. Another 5th grade kanji. So it's right there. 5th grade kanji. They pretty much just give you kanji sentence structure drill book, ISBN number, and then it also does like it's an everyday drill book, pretty much. Here it is. So I actually haven't. A lot of times they do have those hard boards in the back. I think I've shown you in this one in my New York haul book lot that I got in New York. So I know I've shown you these books before because these are nothing new. And then there's the hard board in the back so you can practice with a dry erase marker. Scoreboard stuff. I won't be working on that till I finish the kanji. So back. And this one is another one. So 5th grade Kokugo. Bunshou no kakikata. ISBN. I got this one recently. New York haul book. So I probably go slower in that video, I'm not sure, but I've already shown this book before. If you're interested in seeing what books I found in New York bookstores, there is a video for that. But it's pretty much just a sentence structuring book. How to write sentences. They probably tell you how to indent, where to indent sentences, and when to start a new sentence, things like that, so you don't get run-ons. Sakubun Bodo, so sentence board. And then a book that I look forward to working on, of course, I've already shown this before also, it's my Shosha 5th grade book. There is ISBN number, but it's a textbook, so there probably isn't any way to buy it. I don't know, sorry, I'm not sure. But only those interested in Shodo should look into these. But I've just started working on the 4th grade one, so this one will be kind of interesting. It seems like they get more into actual writing sentences and stuff in the one in my 4th grade. But I've already shown this one also, and here's 4th grade and 5th grade kanji. So there's that one. And then I have a new book to translate, Mirai no Tegami. Mirai no Tegami. It's just a little, like a junior reader. So there's the ISBN for it. Not much inside it. I don't know if I've shown you this book before, like anything interesting. So, just a normal novel. There's not as much furigana, if there is any, I'm not sure, but it does look like there's a lot of simple kanji, so I should be able to read most of it without too much help from a dictionary. But I do have my Denchi Jisho, just in case. And then we have, of course, the 5th grade Kagaku book. So I'm about halfway done with the 4th grade one, so I'll probably start this book in 2017 as well, just so I can get a head start on it. I've shown this book before in one of my previous videos. I've done a whole video on the whole series of the Layton books. So there's not really much to show in here. If you're interested in it, I do have a video on all of them. All of this whole series, which I really like. So, Kansobun. So it's just another, it has 40 or 24 pieces for you to go through and give examples. They kind of go through how to write sentences properly and how to express your thoughts clearly. And then it goes into the 24 pieces of literature. Kind of gives you little hints and pointers and stuff like that. So I think I've already shown this book in one of my other videos. I'm not sure though, because I don't remember where I got it. Oh, I got it online. Never mind. So it's a pretty boring book to look at, but I haven't finished my other one yet. This is one of the big reasons why I will have a lot to do in the 5th grade year. So I have 2 of this series. Is Juyu Jisai series. I have these 2. This is the textbook, and this is the question book. And I have, I don't think I'm that low. I think it's just, yeah. I better check that out in a second. And I'm almost done. I have the textbook here. It is a hefty thing. It's going to take me a while to read. Definitely. This is the font is so tiny. So there's ISBN. So I have the Rika, the Rika one, and then I have a Kokugo one. I don't think I've shown this in any video before. This is the new thing. This is the upper elementary school level, so I wasn't planning on starting it until 5th and 6th grade year, but the way they have these divided is a little odd. So let's show you the talk about the color system, which I haven't figured out yet, because like I said, I haven't read this, but they show you, so here's the Mokuji. There's a lot in here. But see here, they show you, like grades. So I'm not sure exactly what they mean. So what I'm probably not gonna go by that grade. See, this one says 3rd grade, which is weird because it's not really an upper grade level, upper elementary level, I guess. So you can see they have the different grades on them, which is really odd. So, but I'm just gonna go through chapter 1 and read them all, just back to back. But I love science, so this book may seem really boring to a lot of people, but this looks pretty interesting to me. Doesn't look like there's a lot of hiragana, but like I said, there's pretty simple kanji. I probably will have to be looking up a lot though in this one. I do see a lot of kanji I don't know. I don't think I've shown this book before. But it's like any other science book, so there's not too much that looks really interesting. Parts of the heart. Man, some of the stuff I haven't studied in many years. Yeah, it does look like it kind of jumps around a little bit. But there is a lot of pages. Like, it's a huge book. It's definitely a textbook. Let's see. But, so this is just the textbook. So I don't think I've shown this before. And then I have the answer book, and the questions answer book that goes with it. It's the ISBN number. So I have big answer key in the back. You can feel it. Let's see where it tears out. Or it pulls out. I guess it really doesn't tear out because you could just slip it back in. Oh. I don't really have any pointers or anything to give out with this series because I've never really used it before. I'll be using it next year in 2018. So I don't know much if it's a good series, good book or not. I had pretty good reviews online. But it's just a textbook, question book series they have. You can see the question book is pretty boring. It's all black and white, very tiny font. It's like someone has already worked it, which, or not worked it, but marked in it, which is pretty normal for the books I get because I do buy used books. So, there is that. Hey everyone, this is also a book I plan on doing 5th grade year. It's a very thin book, and it's pretty much, if not the same, it's very similar to, it's a middle to upper to advanced level Japanese. And you have the first book here, Chūkyū kara Jōkyū e no Nihongo. So we have the textbook here. I have not heard too much about this series. I did buy them used. There's probably going to be writing in it. And then I have the workbook that goes with it. So it's the workbook. Okay. So I mean, it's pretty much just a simple grammar book. The breakdown should be pretty much the same. This is the end of it. But it's a very small book. Compared to Tobira, this is probably maybe even less than half size. It's probably about half of the size of Tobira. So, you pretty much have the same type of breakdown as any grammar book. Let's go to chapter 1. Or not. So there is a CD. I believe I have it in my, I believe I have it already on my iPod. I don't usually leave the CDs in here because they get broken and damaged. So, I have this, chapter 1. 自紹介と本当の自分. So, let's see. 読む前に, so something to read at the very beginning, before the chapter. It's kind of like Tobira. And then we have 読んでみよう. Let's read. We have a reader, and then 読んだ後で, so read after. And then we have some charts. Looks like it probably relates to the reader that's in the beginning. And then we have 読んでみよう. So this looks like the grammar though. Yeah, ばかりで. And then ことをという. This looks like the grammar. So it's not very intense, I guess, because there's like 8 chapter points. Yeah, because now it's in Ninshu. And more practice. This one is doji. Doji, I think, is verb. And what the words represent. I can't remember the first kanji here. It's arawasu kotoba, so I'm not sure. But you can tell that the chapters are very small in this because it's already on number 2. I wonder how you say that. Wakaimono? Waka? No, I don't know that first one without the verb. It's probably a young person no jiko. I haven't seen those kanji before. I think this one is in the kanji for product. I think it's like buka or something, but I don't know. Unito 2. So you can see that these are pretty small. It's something that's going to probably take me maybe 2 months to do, maybe. What I'm going to do is once I get done with this year, and I have all of my notes for Tobira and the intermediate Japanese, then I will kind of just condense and combine the notes from this book into those as well, because it's pretty much the same grammar that you'll be learning. Let's see, let's have a little bit of English to kind of see how the grammar is laid out. Very short, not much explanation. So hopefully you already know the grammar. I've seen it used before you use it. But that is, it looks like 8 points every chapter. So not very much grammar. Not that thick. I'm just hoping it'll give me some extra review practice. But that is those, and I'll be working on those in my 5th grade year because it's so tiny that I should have plenty of time to get it done next year. So hey everybody, there is a lot of bahari. Let me see. So if you want to see those closer, then I will check